Long before modern science, Chinese writers were already building a vast universe of wonder, ghosts, monsters, miracles, and impossible events. Today we call this tradition Zhi Gui, meaning records of the strange. It is not just one genre, but a long literary lineage stretching across centuries. And if you want to understand the imagination of ancient China, this is where you start. Let's begin with the oldest giant of them all, the Shenhaijing, or Classic of Mountains and Seas. This book is not a simple atlas, and it is not a simple myth collection either. It is a wild fusion of geography, folklore, exotic creatures, sacred mountains, and mysterious kingdoms. Some readers have tried to match its pages to real places. Others see it as pure myth. The truth is that it lies somewhere in between. That is what makes it so powerful. It feels like a map drawn by people who were trying to describe a world that was still partly invisible. Next comes the Bao Yu Zhi, or Records of Natural Things, written by Zhang Hua in the Jin Dynasty. If Shenhaijing feels like a mythic map, Bao Yu Zhi feels like an ancient encyclopedia with no boundaries. It collects stories about plants, animals, strange phenomena, celestial wonders, and hidden knowledge. Some entries read like careful observation. Others feel like rumors carried through generations. That tension is exactly what gives Zhi Gui its electricity. It is part scholarship, part storytelling, part fearless curiosity. Then we reach one of the most important works of all, Gan Bao's Su's Henji, or In Search of the Supernatural. Gan Bao was a historian, and that matters. He did not write like a casual dreamer. He wrote like someone trying to document the world with absolute seriousness, even when the subject was ghosts, spirits, and miracles. That style made the supernatural feel disturbingly real. One of the most famous stories from the book is the tale of Ganzheng and Ma Ye, which later inspired generations of writers, including Liu Xun. It is a story of loyalty, revenge, and a violence so intense it still shocks readers today. In the Tang Dynasty, Zhi Gui became even more vivid with Duan Chengxi's Yuyangzi Azu. This book is a treasure chest of oddities, foreign tales, animal legends, uncanny encounters, and bizarre events from across the known world. It is messy, unpredictable, and endlessly entertaining. That is exactly why it matters. You can feel the author's excitement on every page, as if he is saying, "The world is far stranger than people think." The Song dynasty brought another turning point with the Taiping Wangji, a massive anthology that preserved thousands of earlier stories. Without it, many older Zhi Gui works might have disappeared forever. Think of it as a giant archive of China's supernatural imagination, a lifeboat carrying fragments of lost worlds across time. Then, in the Ming and Qing dynasties, the tradition reached a new level of sophistication. Qing-era writers like Pu Songling and Ji Wen transformed ghost stories into refined literature. Pu Songling's Liao Zihai Zhi, or Strange Tales from a Chinese Studio, is the masterpiece most readers know today. It is full of fox spirits, wandering souls, tragic lovers, moral mysteries, and haunting beauty. These are not just scary stories. They are stories about desire, loss, justice, and the thin line between the human world and the unseen one. And if you want a different flavor, Yuan Mei Zi Bai Yu, or What the Master Does Not Speak Of, offers another brilliant angle. Where Pu Songling leans poetic and romantic, Yuan Mei feels sharper, wittier, and more direct. Together, these works show that Zhi Gui was never a single style. It was a living tradition shaped by different eras, different minds, and different ways of seeing the unknown. That is the real magic of Chinese strange tale literature. It is not just about ghosts or monsters. It is about how human beings have always tried to explain fear, wonder, fate, and the unknown through stories, From Shanhai Jing to Baoyu Zhi. From Suzhenji to Yuyang Zazu. From Liao Zihai Zhi to Zibayu. This tradition is really a history of imagination itself. So the next time you hear a story that sounds impossible, remember this. People have been telling impossible stories for thousands of years, and sometimes those are the stories that stay with us the longest. That is the strange universe of ancient Chinese Zhi Gui. And once you enter it, you may never look at the dark the same way again.